everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today we are going to learn about surds, the basics of surds, what is a surd, and also the laws of surds. These are some examples for surds. Let's do the next page. What is a surd? So we know what is square root of 36. What is square root of 36? Which is simply 6. Isn't it? Now, next question. Cube root of 8, that is obviously is equal to 2. Now, fourth root of 81, it is 3. Cube root of 125, again 5. We know all these facts. And fifth root of 32, 2, because we know that 2 power 5 is 32. Here 5 power 3 or 5 cubed is 125. 3 power 4 is 81. 2 power 3 is 8. 6 squared is 36. Whenever there is no number, that means square root 2. Now let's look at some more examples. So all these roots have exact values, that is why they are called rational. Now, use a calculator to estimate the following roots. So here, square root of 2, we don't have exact value like these examples, but when you use the calculator, square root of 2 is 1.41. And the next one, cube root of 21, 2.76. This is the symbol for approximation because we rounded to 2 decimal place. It is an approximated answer. Now, fourth root of 100, 3.16. Square root of 83, 9.11, and so on. Now, all these roots do not have exact values. That's why they are called irrational. So this is the difference between rational and irrational numbers. So when the roots have exact value, they are called rational. When they do not have exact values, they are called irrational. In other words, ration means fraction. If any number or surd can be written as a fraction, then they are called rational. All these numbers can be written as a fraction. 6 over 1, 2 over 1, 3 over 1, and so on. Any whole number can be written as a fraction with denominator 1. That is why they are all called rational numbers. But these surds, not possible to write them as a ration or fraction. That is why they are called irrational and they are called surds. So now this is the definition for surds. I hope you understand, kids. Let's move on. Let's see how to add and subtract the surds. Because a surd such that square root of 2 cannot be calculated exactly, it can be treated in the same way as an x variable in algebra. So we are going to do same like algebra because square root of 2 cannot be calculated exactly. So consider that as a variable like in algebra. Now we are going to see some examples to illustrate this point. First example, it's adding. Simplify the following. 4 root 2 plus 6 root 2. So now we are considering square root of 2 as an x, which will become 4x plus 6x. Now you all very familiar with adding and subtracting or simplifying the expressions. What is 4x plus 6x? Obviously 10x. After taking the x common, you will have 4 plus 6. Isn't it? That's why 10x. Now, same manner, 4 root 2 plus 6 root 2 is 10 root 2. See? Treat this expression the same as 4x plus 6x is equal to 10x. Now look at the answer, 10 root 2. Next example, 16 root 23 minus 7 root 23. So here you are going to treat the expression like 16x minus 3x What is 16x minus 3x? 9x. So the answer is going to be 9 root 23. Next one, 10 root 3 plus 7 root 3 minus 4 root 3. So we have 3 in this example. Now first do the addition. 10 root 3 plus 7 root 3. Same as 10x plus 7x. What is 10x plus 7x? 17x minus 4x. So 17x minus 4x is 13x. So the answer for this question is going to be 13 root 3. So in place of x we have root 3. That's all. Next question. 8 root 17 minus 12 root 17. Same as 8x minus 12x. So this question 16x minus 7x. This is equal to negative 4x. Because one positive and one negative, apply the rules of integer. Take away the smaller from the larger and keep the sign of the larger number. That is why the difference between 12 and 8 is 4 and the larger number sign is negative. That's why negative 4x. So what is the answer going to be? In terms of result, negative 4 root 17. So in place of x, we do have root 17. That's all. Is it not simple to add and subtract the surds? Same like adding expressions in algebra. Now, I'll show you how to simplify the given square root of surd. Some square roots can be broken down into a mixture of integer values and surds. The following examples will illustrate this idea. See, square root of 12. What we are going to do, we are going to try to find out the factors of 12. One of them should be a perfect square. Let me type that point. See, to simplify square root of 12, we must split 12 into factors, but at least one of the factors used must have an exact square root. So now think about the factors of 12, 1 and 12, 2 and 6, 3 and 4, 4 and 3 both are same. Again 6 and 2 and so on. Now among the pairs, the factors which has a perfect square or exact square root. 4. It's a perfect square, right? Now we can rewrite this as 3 times 4 inside the surd. And according to the property, we can split it. So this is equal to 4 times 3. And we know that according to the surd property, whenever it is a product, you can split the radicals. That is why this becomes square root of 4 times square root of 3. Now it is an exact square root, which is equal to 2. Square root of 4 is equal to 2. So the answer is going to be 2 root 3. That's all. This is the simplified answer. Look at the surd. We cannot split it again. We don't have any perfect square factor. So you will have to leave this as the final answer. Let's look at the next example. From this example, it can be appreciated that you must use the square numbers as factors in order to simplify the square root. Let me show you square numbers. 4. Because 2 squared is 4, 3 squared is 9, 4 squared is 16, 5 squared is 25, 6 squared is 36 and so on. So these are all the square numbers which you already know. So what you're going to do, you're going to split the factor number into 2 factors or 3 factors. One of them should be perfect square number, or one of them should have an exact square root. Because square root of 9, 3, exact square root. Square root of 100, 10, rational numbers. Okay, let's go to the next concept. Next question, simplify square root of 45. Now, I can write this obviously as 9 and 5, and 9 is a perfect square factor. And it has a exact square root, which can be written as square root of 9 times 5, square root of 9 times square root of 5. Now what is square root of 9? 3. So 3 root 5 should be the answer. See the steps? Square root of 9, square root of 5, 3 root 5. I hope you understand. Now, do you think of any perfect square factor for 32? Yes, of course. 16, isn't it? 16 2s are 32. Now, square root of 16 times square root of 2. What is square root of 16? It's a perfect square number and it has an exact square root, which is 4. So the answer must be 4 root 2. Look at the steps yourself. 16 root 2, 4 root 2. Now let's look at next example. Square root of 72. Do you think of any perfect square factor? Yes, 36 and 2. Or 4 and 19. Actually, you can directly complete this or write this as 36 times 2 so that you can able to write the final answer 6 root 2 in 2 steps. But no issues. Even if you use 4 and 18, that is also correct. We are going to write, we have to simplify the square root of 18 again. Let me show you. What is square root of 4 now? 2. 2. Now 19, it has another perfect square again, 9 and 2. That is why square root of 9 and square root of 2. Now comes 3 because square root of 9 is 3. So 2 times 3 times root 2, which is 6 root 2. I have directly written here 6 root 2. So you can split as 4 and 18 or directly as 36 and 2. Whichever comes in your mind, but make sure that simplify as much as possible and your answer should be simplest form. This is the final answer for root 72. Next one. This example demonstrates the need to keep looking for further simplification. Using root 36 would have saved the time. Now question number 4, square root of 2700. Do you think of any perfect square number, that too the biggest possible square number? Yes, I can write it as 900 times 3 because I know that 3 3s are 9 and square root of 900 going to be 30. That's all. We got the answer in 2 steps. If you cannot find out 900 directly, this is the method. Go for 127. Obviously, 127 is equal to 2700. Now, square root of 100 is 10 and split 27 again. Square root of 27, 9 and 3. Square root of 9 again a 3. So, 3 root 3. 10 times 3, 30. 30 root 3. So, whatever I already got. I hope you are understanding. We are going to do some more questions. What goes in the box? Simplify the following square roots or surds. So the first question, square root of 20, 4 5s. Now, so 4 and square root of 5. Square root of 4 is 2, that's why 2. Now second question, that can be written as 9 and 3. 3 9s are 27. Again, square root of 9, square root of 3, 3 root 3. We will do all of them and then see the box. So 3 root 3 in the box. Now 48, 16 and 3. If you are not getting this directly, go for 4. 4 and 12 and then keep splitting. Now square root of 16 times square root of 3, 4 root 3, that goes inside the box. That's the answer for question number 3, square root of 48. Let's keep doing. Square root of 75. Very easy. 25 times 3. Now split the surds according to the property rules. Square root of 25 is 5. 5 root 3 goes in the box. Let's proceed. 4500. 45 into 100, or otherwise see 900 times 5 directly, so that you will get the answer in 1 or 2 steps. 30 root 5. Is it not? Otherwise, the other method, 4500, and we know that 45, you again split it as 9 and 5. This is a 10. Square root of 100 is 10. Now 3 root 5 times 10, that is how 30 root 5. Are you following? So there are 2 ways to simplify. Now the final question in this page, square root of 3200. Again, I am going for the direct step. 1600 times 2. Is it not so simple? And through practice, you will get the largest perfect square in one step, in a single attempt. Now 40 root 2 is the answer. I hope you understand all the questions in this page, students. Let me show you the boxes. Let's see whether we got the answers correctly. Rechecking our answers. 3 root 3, okay, very good. That's what we got. 4 root 3, correct. 5 root 3, exactly the correct answer. And 30 root 5, last one, 40 root 2. So this is how we will simplify any given surd. So I hope you understood this method, and also you find this video helpful. Please share this with your friends and subscribe for more useful videos. Thank you. See you next time.